And we are live. Welcome to Love and Money Secrets TV. And in this video today, we are going to show you how you can get rid of your anxiety, your panic attacks, your nervousness, any ugly unwanted thoughts or bad negative emotions in just 3 minutes or less. So I am going to get up and I'm going to show you exactly what it is that you need to do. It's called the PSMO method, which stands for Physiological Size Maniocular Technique. And there's 3 parts to this technique. So let's get started. So you're going to stand up. Let me move the chair out of the way. So you're going to stand up and you are going to start off with 3 sets of physiological size. And when you do the 3 sets of physiological size, you simply are going to inhale through the nose twice, followed by a long exhale. You're going to do that 3 sets of 3. So that's set 1. Set 2. Set 3. Next, you're going to do the maniocular technique, and you're simply going to hold up your dominant hand. In my case, that's my right hand. You're going to hold it up to your nose. You're going to keep your head straight. You're not going to move your head whatsoever. And you're simply going to follow your hand with your eyes, and you're going to start always on your left. So you're going to go up to 10 sets. You're going to do 3 sets of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause. That's 3 sets of 10. Now, the last step is the lymphatic flush. And there's, with the 3 methods, they're 1 method, but 3 different parts to it. And there's multiple modalities that are all stacked into one, which I explained in the PSMO method video. It'll be linked at the end of this video so that you can watch. And it'll tell you not all of the modalities that are integrated there and all the neuroscience, but it gives you enough so that you can assign knowledge and understanding as well as meaning to what it is that you're doing so that you know what it is that it's doing physiologically, neuroendocrinology, the neurophysiology, mechanoceptively to your body, because they're neurosomatic systems that are integrating 8 of your neurosomatic systems of the body, okay? So the last step is your lymphatic flush. And you've all seen boxers, boxers, they bounce on their feet, right? They're fighting. Well, we're going to knock out that anxiety, that negative thinking, those bad feelings, the nervousness, chaos, crazy brain. And what you're going to do in this 3rd section is you are going to have your hands spread out as far as you can. Just really feel the stretch in your hands. And we're going to count to 120 twice. And when you count to 120 twice, the first time, for the first 30 counts, we're going to hold our hands up like this. This is increasing your willpower. And then you are going to, on the 31st count, we're going to then go into the fist mode, and you're going to continue on bouncing on the balls of your feet, just like a boxer. And you're going to continue counting up to 120. So let's begin, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 94, 95, 96, 99, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 71, 72, 73, 74, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 120. This whole process took 3 minutes. That's it. And now you'll notice as you become aware, you notice the change, you notice the feelings from the top of the head down to your toes. You notice that you feel much better. You feel happier. The negative thoughts, the anxiety, the panic, the nervousness, the self-judgment, the criticism, the blame, the shame, all those things have literally been dissolved and completely resolved. Your right and your left brain have crossed over the energies. You've integrated the 8 neurosomatic systems of the body, which I explained in the video at the end here that is called the PSMO method. And now you can go on with your day. And so, as many of you know, I use this as my morning routine every day. So it starts off my day with not only a bang, but I'm in a great mood because I'm automatically, it's like, it's as important to me as brushing my teeth, even more important because my brain, it's like, you think about how hard your teeth are and we take care of our teeth every morning, every night, we brush them, and yet we don't do anything for brain care. This is brain brushing, basically. You are resetting and you're cleaning out anything that hasn't been resolved or dissolved throughout the day. The lymphatic flush gets rid of the energy bodies that have been stuck there that you haven't shook out from the last 24 hours or however long it's been since you've actually done the lymphatic flush. So there's a lot of things that you're benefiting from doing this PSMO method. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. That is the intent and the purpose for today. Let me see if on YouTube, if we have, it looks like we've got some people here. Jackie, thank you, Jackie, Emily, and another Jackie. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. This PSMO method, anytime. If you have, I have a lot of people in the healthcare profession that use this. Sometimes they, whether they work in the emergency room, in the OR, different aspects of a hospital or in a medical setting, out in the field as first responders. This is something, it's just 3 minutes. You had, let's say, a client or a patient or an interaction with the public where it was really daunting. Maybe it triggered you. Maybe it was shocking. You know what? You can excuse yourself, go to the bathroom, or you can find any corner in any room, and you could do this PSMO method. I know people who, they've actually told me that there's 2, 3, 4 of the healthcare providers on their break. They'll all go together and they'll start doing the PSMO. They'll just find a little corner or they'll go outside, get a little sunshine at the same time. I personally, like I said, I do it every morning and as needed. If later in the day I feel that sometimes it's not because I'm triggered or anything, but because it does feel good. Just doing the physiological size, because it sedates your hippocampus. And so your fight or flight response, what it does is, because your breath is the remote control to your brain. So I'm on purpose going. I could be driving my car and I'll practice my physiological size. I'll do 3 sets of 3. Or I'll be waiting at a red light, or, and I'll just do the maniocular technique because it feels great. How often do people exercise their eyes? Never. Most people never exercise their eyes. You are now increasing the blood flow to a part of the brain because your eyes are directly connected, to your brain inside your skull, bringing that extra blood flow. It feels great to move your eyes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. True story. I'm going to share you a little anecdote, which I just put 2 and 2 together over the last several months because, we all have siblings. We all have, even though we're raised under the same roof and we came out of the same womb, our experience based on our personalities, based on our perspectives, depending on how our parents behaved with us and we behaved with them, it's a different experience. And so for me, my childhood was very idyllic. I literally would pinch myself as a kid, wondering if it was like which reality was real, when I was in my dream state, or if I was dreaming within a dream, or if, that line of questioning would be going on in my head. Now, that being said, when I was 5 years old, I had eye surgery. And coming out of eye surgery, once my bandages came off of my eyes, my mother, for several years, she had to do the maniocular technique. She didn't do it open-handed. She did it with a finger. So I had to do that similar exercise. I think she had to do it up to 100 for me, is what the ophthalmologist had told her. And so for years, I remember in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, all the way actually till 3rd grade. So it was more than a couple of years. So kindergarten, first grade, second grade, all the way through 3rd grade, she would do this eye exercise every afternoon after I would get home from school. We would do that. So now, knowing what I know as a clinical neurosomatic practitioner, I realized that she was resolving and dissolving without knowing. She's thinking she's just doing it for the exercise that the muscle of my eyes needed based on what the ophthalmologist had told her. However, any negative thoughts, feelings, or emotions were automatically being cleared, in addition to bringing blood flow to the brain, bringing blood flow to those muscles, and actually strengthening those muscles so that my eyesight, my vision, and the actual mechanics of my eyes would get back to where they needed to be because of that surgery. One of my brothers, on the other hand, who is just a couple years younger than me, he, of course, different temperament, different personality, very hyper, yada, yada, yada. He was always having, temper tantrums, outbursts, anger, fits of anger and things like that. Of course, I have a different temperament too, but I did have the benefit of having that cleared out every day for years. And so fast forward now, who would have thought, years later, that I would be putting together, I had in meditation, I had a divine download where I really activated the knowledge that revealed to me how to put all these different modalities all into this thing called the PSMO method. And then when I started using it with my private clients, the results were incredible. I mean, I've had people who every month were going to the emergency room because they thought they were having a heart attack. And now they don't go to the emergency room anymore. First time they did the PSMO, it worked. Neurosomatic methods aren't based on your belief. You just have to do them, because just as you don't need to know how your eyes work for you to use your vision, you don't need to know how your ears work to hear. You don't need to know how your nose functions in order for you to smell, or for you to taste, with your mouth, your sense of taste, your gustatory sense, et cetera, et cetera. The other 3 I'm not going to get into at this point in time. You don't need to know how those work, and you use them all the time, because everybody has a brain, and the brain uses these 8 systems from the moment of conception till about, give or take, 30 minutes after death, because we can hear and sense things up to about 30 minutes past the point where you're, clinically declared dead. So that's it. Let me see if there's any other questions here. Very cool. So if you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please put them in the comments down below here on YouTube. And that's it. I'm going to keep this just specifically to that, because any of you who are out there who are suffering from this is plaguing more and more people. I think no one is completely absent of knowing what it's like to feel anxiety, panic, worry, concern, fretting. We've all had terrible thoughts, feelings, and emotions, more so than ever during the pandemic and during this lockdown. And with all the, we've got a lot of things going on, not just politics, but in families and health and business and your work and clients and children and elderly that, you have, your loved ones that you have to care for, or any combination thereof. So everyone has, quote unquote, their cross to bear. But now we have a tool. You have a tool that you can actually use. I'm giving it for free. I am not taking any new clients at this time. I'm booked through April of 2022. I still have a wait list. I opened up the wait list again because I want to be able to help as many people as possible. But I'm trying to give as much as I can for free here online so that people have these tools. You don't have to wait to have a session with me if you even get a chance to get in to a session with me. And so this is my way of not only paying it forward, but helping, reduce the amount of anxiety, the amount of panic, the amount of sadness. I just had a gal yesterday that I spoke, no, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, from Germany. Oh my gosh, and just a tremendous amount of grief and sadness, all these different circumstances. And oh my goodness, when we were done, her whole demeanor was different. And then I followed up with her today, and she says her sadness is gone. She feels much better. She's at peace, and just it's incredible. So thank you, my friends and gems, for watching. Thank you for tuning in, tapping and turning on. Any day now, I'm going to be getting the Intuition Manifesto book that I've been waiting for my publisher. So that's it. And as always, ciao for now.